Yo, what's up guys? It's Yellowfin, and in this video I'm going to be winning the Hyundai IONIQ 5N. So, I've looked at the rounds and I most likely should be able to beat it. We'll just need to put some upgrades into some cars like this Evo and max this Evo out and max this Evo out and maybe put some upgrades into this Evo. Also max out the Elantra N and the GTO and potentially a second i30N performance and a lot of super rares. But we're gonna do it because I can win a prize car. So why not? Why not put the fuses in and just go for it? So first, let me get some fully upgraded cars going right here. So we'll grab you, and you for these first rounds. And just get these beginning rounds done so then I can see what stuff I specifically need to max out. Because I popped some upgrades into some cars, but I'm not too sure exactly what other stuff I need to work on yet. So we got City Streets medium, City Streets small, indoor karting, a drag, and a rallycross small circuit. We should win that rallycross small circuit, I believe. At least I'd like to hope. So let's see. 50 points there. Yep, we do win. That's good. On to round 3 now. Can we keep this hand going? Looks like we can. Of my random miscellaneous max outs of the new update. But then we'll have to get a bit more specific with what some of my other max outs are on the later rounds. It's round 4 now. Looks a bit tricky, but we should be good. Potentially. Actually, I don't know. So what if we do that, and that. This might work. At least I'd like to think it would work. Okay, first race is a win. Then the second race should be a win. We've got much better top speed. Yep, there we go. Sadly, still missing that Mitsubishi FTO because it looks rather solid. Does the Eclipse beat the Kona, or does the Kona actually have better MRA than the Eclipse? It's got better MRA than the Eclipse. Okay, we won everything else though, and we've got a lot of RQ, I believe. Yeah, 52. So I can just go for my Hyundai right here, or not my Hyundai, my Genesis. Well, I guess it is a Hyundai, my Hyundai Genesis. Then we got win, and win. There we go, so that's 5 wins now. Then we'll be on to round 5. Where we will see what we can do. 293 to 0, there we go, round 5. Okay, I can keep you. And I can keep you. What else? You can stay, you'll win there. You should win there, and you can probably win there. So this should all be wins. Yep, 50 points right there from the Tiburon. Then here the Eclipse beats the Hyundai Sonata, that's good. The Genesis will beat the Santa Fe, 78 points there. And then we should beat the Starion. Yep, we do, that's good. I have my Starion maxed out too because I believe I need it for a later round. And then 50 points right here. So there we go, that's 278 to 0. Round 6 now. Okay, this is where the RQ jumps up a little bit. So now I'm just gonna look at Top Drive's records and see what I need to do, if it'll load. My laggy computer just doesn't want to load though. So let's see. So I can keep these 2. We gotta drop these 3. Then I can use my Starion, which I have upgrades in, so let me just max that out real quick. Oh crap, it's not maxed out. Yeah, that's not gonna win. I didn't even realize I didn't put the final fuse in. Yeah, and I'm not spending rares on that. Okay. Well, we got a ton of RQ actually. Like, we've got RQ in the 50s, so maybe we can just get away with this. And then 59, we can probably use that. Alright, let's see. So that wins there. That wins there. Then we got win, and win. So we should be fine anyway with my random super rares that I haven't put upgrades into yet. They have upgrades into them. Like, they're nearly maxed out. It's just they're not fully maxed out yet. Is the Genesis fully maxed out? Not that one. This one. Yeah, that one is. Okay, so that's good. At least that one's near maxed out. Okay, now we got rain. So rain I'm actually going to need to check because rain can be interesting at times. So, let's see. Because honestly, I don't have very many Rain Hyundais maxed out, which could be a bit of an issue. If I had the Mitsubishi maxed out, that would be useful, but I don't. Okay, so one thing I know for certain is I can use the 39 Outlander, and I have that maxed out. So there we go. He is maxed out. Take a picture of that for the Discord server. Then, what do I have? I have a 46 RQ and another 46 RQ. So this guy wins that. This guy wins that. What about like my Eclipse? Does my Mitsubishi Eclipse win anywhere? I mean, maybe. And then I got 43 RQ. If only I maybe had a, you know, standard tire car to use. Which I don't. What about on the other track? You guys can't even see anything. But I'm just looking. I'm looking to see if there's anything I can... Okay, so maybe... No, but I'm already using too much RQ. So I might just need to max out a standard tire car, which is a bit unfortunate because I didn't really want to do that. So I guess I'll max out this guy. Let's check in though and see if anything else needs upgrades or fuses or crap into it. Because like I don't really want to... I mean, the super rares need to be maxed out anyway, so like that's fine. So Twisty Road, I need to max out my Hyundai Genesis. But that's okay. What about right here? I need to drop some upgrades into my i20N, but it needs to be maxed out anyway for a later round. Now this off-ramp also probably just needs to max out the Eclipse GT. And then I lost that last race by a lot. So, I will get to upgrading. Okay, so we're now on in the future commentary Yellowfin because otherwise this video was going to be like 45 minutes long and I didn't record like audio for most of these clips, so I just would have been doing a voiceover anyway. So I decided to make the video a bit more engaging by shortening it down by a good 20 minutes and just jumping to the results of every round and just the packs and then all the cool stuff and then winning the Hyundai IONIQ N. And I can also like give you guys a bit more in-depth commentary then, because this was a very costly event. My garage is in shambles after this with the amount of fuse material that I had to spend. I have very few, even though I still have like 100 super rares that I need to max out, but very few super rares to like actually fuse away when I need to, because all the ones I do have are like keepers that I want to still have in my garage. And then also I got rid of a lot of rares that I need to collect again now. Got rid of quite a few uncommons. I got rid of some ultra rares, and then I also got rid of some epics in the end, all for a pretty meh prize card. But it was worth it because honestly I just wanted to win something and I had the opportunity to, so I just decided to go for it. Especially this round. This round I had to upgrade all of these cars. Like all these cars were stock or not owned. Like I did not own that Mitsubishi Colt Rally Art, and all the rest of these cars were stock before I played this event, and now all of them are at the end of the event. You'll see maxed out. I had to eventually max out the Mitsubishi TMR, the Hyundai i20N I maxed out. This Genesis right here is currently maxed out, and it wins right there. And then this next car, which was the Eclipse GT. Actually, the Eclipse GT, I haven't put the final handling fuse into it yet, but otherwise it's all maxed out. And then the Colt Rally Art is also maxed out, as you can see right here. And so now we got a ceramic pack from this round, and so you guys will see what I get. First off, Jaguar XK150, Plymouth Barracuda, Opel Kadett, Nissan Qashqai, and a BMW 640i X-Drive, which got fused away into an Epic later on. So yeah, that one did hang around in the garage for very long. Neither did the Nissan Qashqai. That one also disappeared. But yep, here as you can see now that Mitsubishi is maxed out. I had to drop another fuse into it to win that City Street Small against the Hyundai. So yeah, another fuse was dropped into a car. As you can see right here, then it is going to win just barely. But it was cheaper to drop that final fuse in than to max out a completely new super rare or rare. And then we got 57 RQ, so I'm gonna go for that Eclipse again still. pretty much at a drag spec of 322. Not sure. I wasn't sure the whole time if I need to 332 it, so that's why I didn't ever put that final handling fuse in, and it still doesn't have its final handling fuse. Probably should drop a final handling fuse into it at some point. But yeah, the rounds will just get more expensive the further down we go, because eventually I'm going to start needing to max out ultra rares and then epics, and then put some stuff into legendaries, which you'll see coming up. But first we had to beat these beginning rounds, which were already pretty expensive. But I had the cars, I had the facilities to win in the previous rounds, and I had the facilities to win the endgame rounds. It just was going to be a bit expensive. So now we are on to round 12, where this is what I used. Took a bit of thinking though. This one was actually a round that I saw a lot of people get tripped up on, because they have that 332 Mitsubishi Eclipse GT on it, and then also the Mitsubishi Eclipse GT on Test Bowl as well. So this round was a tough one. It was a tough one if you did not have the right cars. Luckily, I had the RQ50 Hyundai Genesis Coupe. That car mad carried in this event. Even though it wouldn't be able to win very many of the races in the end, it did mad carry. And the other car that carried a ton was this next car right here, the i30N Performance. This car also carried a ton. Like, major carry. Like, winning that race right there, even though it has 2 less top speed, that was huge. Major win right there. That was necessary. So there we go, another 250-0, and then we move on to the next round, which is 13. This one wasn't too bad because I actually had some rain, so I can just use some 4-wheel drive standard tire cars like the Mitsubishi Outlander, which I also maxed out for this challenge. So that was one of the rare max outs, as well as the Mitsubishi Starion. That was a rare max out as well. Did I max out any other rares? I don't think so. It was mainly just a lot of super rares, ultras, and then some epics were the max outs. So there's another 250-0. Then we go into round 15, which we had to switch up the hand again for. A lot of hand switching up, using the same cars pretty much over and over again, but had to switch up the hand a lot just to make it all work out good, because all these cars had their different aspects, everything they were good at in very different areas. i20N had good grip, not that much good speed. Eclipse and like the Hyundai Genesis, good speed. The i30N Performance, good everywhere around. The Mitsubishi Colt just somehow won random races. I don't really know how it won any of the races I put it on, but it did somehow win them. Like, everyone won in their own random areas. Like here, like, okay, the Mitsubishi Colt wins that. I guess that has 3 more handling, but it is quite a bit slower. But I mean, I'll take it. Then right here, we got to use the Evo 4. And also my 3000 GT. My 3000 GT was probably the most underwhelming car of this challenge. It really did not win anywhere. I think I used it in 2 rounds. This was one of them. In the end, it was useful for the 1 round I needed to use it on, because none of my other cars would have been able to really win there unless I maxed out my Lancer Evo 1, but that would have cost 15 ultra rares, and I did not want to do that because I didn't really have any ultra rares to spare, let alone 15. But I did have to use, I think, 9 ultras. No, wait, no, it was 3, 6. No, I think it was 15. Yeah, I had to drop 15 ultra rares, not 9. I don't know why I said 9. That was a major low guess. Or yeah, I guess I used the 3000 GT 3 times because I'm actually using it on the second race of this round too. But we just skipped that one, so I kind of forgot that. Then here, this is where we used my stronger Evo, but it was just kind of I had enough RQ where I could, because I had all the low RQ super rares maxed out. That's the thing, I was missing a lot of the good super rares. I was missing that RQ49 super rare. I was missing the other RQ46 super rares, which kept on winning a lot of races. But here's a carbon. So this is what I got, 730D, which got fused away, and a Boxster S, which I believe I still have. I'm pretty sure I still have the Boxster S. Hopefully. Next round now, round 19. So, yep, another just round. I don't know what to say about round 19. Round 19 wasn't much of an issue. Yeah, see, we skipped through it. That's how you know round 19 wasn't an issue. We're getting close to the part, though, where everything did start to become an issue. Round 20 also was not that bad. Didn't have to do any upgrades for round 20, just had to figure out what one where. So, yeah, as you can see, I'll skip round 20 as well. Then we hop on to round 21, and now this is where everything fell apart. So we had to, yeah, see, I made presets for like everything. Like, I was learning the method. This is the last time where the 3000 GT got to be used. Also, I think the only time the Elantra N was used. I maxed it out literally for this one race, and that was it. So as you can see, 3000 GT beats the Genesis Coupe. This is the race, well, I guess the Genesis Coupe, I didn't use it on this race, but yeah, the Genesis Coupe never got used again. Here, the Elantra N won, maxed it out just for that one race. Then I got to use my Evo 8, which wins here, and then the Evo 4 was used on the final race. So now the next race is round 22, or actually I did use the Elantra N again, but this is also where I maxed out a second Hyundai, I almost called it a BMW, Hyundai i30. So now I have two maxed out Hyundai i30s at 233. So yeah, I had to max out the Elantra N, I had to max out the Hyundai i30, so both those got maxed out. Which, maxing two ultra rares isn't that bad, but when you don't have any fuse material, it gets a bit pricey. Also, there's my maxed out Lancer Evo 4, had to drop 2 fuses to finish that car off. And then there's my Evo 8, that one was already maxed out, but as you'll see on later, I had to max out a second Evo 8 in the final rounds. So here goes the Elantra N, that beats the Lancer Evo 4, just barely, it was really close, it got a little scary. And then round 23 is where everything fell apart even more. And that is because I had to drop a fuse into my legendary and also nearly maxed out my second Evo 8. So that's when I realized, wait, maybe I'm in a bit too deep. But then I decided, well, if I'm in this deep, I got to keep on going, got to keep on dropping fuse. So that's what I did. I dropped more fuse into more Mitsubishis. So we have a maxed out Evo 8 right there. Then I have a fuse into this Evo 10, which is now 3.894, has a chassis fuse. So yeah, that one beat the wagon. And then right here is my nearly maxed out second Evo 8. Luckily, it already had 2 fuses in it. I think it had a weight and a handling fuse. So then it's the same round again. So luckily, that wasn't much of an issue since it was literally the same round. So yeah, we won the first race, and then we win all the races again. I don't know why I watched through all these races again, honestly. Not too sure. But yeah, or I think it's because I mixed up the Evos and I put the lesser upgraded one. Yeah, I did skip the match. And then round 23 is where everything fell apart even more. I don't even know what I was thinking, how I thought I could beat this round. Like, I had to drop another fuse into the Evo 10 and max out the other Evo 8. So both Evo 8s are maxed out now. My Evo 10 has a maxed out chassis. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know how I thought I could win this round. But I somehow in my head was like, oh yeah, this is doable. I can beat this round. I did eventually. I did beat it. Had to drop another 3 epics though. Had to fuse away some epics that I wanted to keep as well. Luckily the Evo 4 beat the Proudia there. Otherwise I had to max out my Hyundai IONIQ 6, which would have been another 15 more ultra rares. And then luckily that i30N won right there. Then we go to round 25, which luckily didn't have too many issues. I did have to put a chassis fuse into my other legendary Evo, but I was already planning on that. Maxing out the chassis on my black Evo was not planned. Dropping a fuse into this Evo was. So, some stuff was planned, a lot of it was not planned. A lot of it came crashing down on that previous round. Luckily though, we were able to come through in the end. As you'll see, we're nearly there. Did get a little sussed out by that race though. That race was a bit sketchy. Luckily the Evo 4 did win. Then right here, the Evo 8 wins. And then right here, the black Evo will win against the Evo 10. 3.697 isn't that bad though. Those stats look pretty solid. And I wouldn't mind having it maxed out. I used to have it maxed out when it was an epic. Then it jumped up to legendary. And so yeah, I would like to have my Evo 10 maxed out again. One day. One point it'll be maxed out again. Now this is the final round. It was rough, but it was doable. So this is where that chassis fuse into the silver Evo came into play. It was able to beat the black Evo right here. It would have lost at 111. Then here the Evo 8 beats the new update Evo 10 by just barely, but luckily it was able to win. Because I'm using all the old school Evos. That's all I had. All I had was the old school Evos. I didn't have any of the new ones. A lot of people did have the new ones. I did not. I did not have any of the new Evos. I did have the wagon. Wagon was not that useful though. The wagon stayed at 1 star. I just used all my old school Evos and I managed to get through with them. So then as you can see right here, the Evo 4 wins with its good MRA that it got after it got nerfed and then buffed. And there's the Hyundai IONIQ 5N. So yeah, pretty solid. We did win it in the end, which was pretty cool. That's my first like legendary prize car for the new update. And my first legendary prize car in quite a while. I haven't got one for a bit. So that's also kind of why I went for it, because I'm just like, hey, I got the stuff, let's make it happen. So I did, and it looks pretty solid. It's also a good hatchback too, as you can see right there. Not too bad, not too shabby. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this type of content, make sure to join the Discord, link in the description, like, subscribe, and all that cool stuff. We got a cool prize car. I got the Triple Crown coming soon, and cutting edge videos coming soon as well. So definitely subscribe. Goodbye.